welcome to Wizard Grandpa's Stories. Oh, there you are. How nice to see you. Welcome to Wizard Grandpa's Stories. Now, you remember my friend, Digory Dragon, don't you? I know you do. I'm asking if they remember you. Yes, of course they do. So I was just talking to Digory and asking him what he was doing this morning. And he told me a very strange thing, didn't you? He told me that he'd been snorkelling this morning. Is that right, Digory? The thing is that we don't have a pool or a pond or a lake or a river, and the sea is very far away. So, Digory, where were you snorkelling?
At the top of the beech tree.
At the top of the beech tree. I'm not sure you know what snorkelling really means, Digory. What were you doing on top of the beech tree?
I was blowing the leaves.
You were blowing the leaves. Did you know that snorkelling has got something to do with water? No, I didn't think you did. Digory, who told you about snorkelling?
Safira Squirrel.
Safira Squirrel. I think she was playing a little trick on you. Yes, you. I know she's sweet and funny and kind, but I think she's played a trick on you. Snorkelling is something that happens underwater.
Underwater?
Yes, underwater. You haven't been underwater yet, have you? I keep forgetting. He wasn't born yesterday, but he was only born a few days before yesterday, so he hasn't done very much yet in this short life of his. Digory, I think before Safira tells you to do any more tricks or games, maybe you should come and ask me if it's a sensible thing to do. Is that good with you? Oh, excellent. And when you see Safira, maybe you should tell her off a little bit? Good. So, that's enough of that. It's time to go to the Storyfields, because I am going to tell the children a story. Digory, why don't you come with me and I'll drop you on the mountains. You fly home, and when I get back, we'll sing a song together. How's that? Good. I thought you would like that. Very well. It's time for me to go to the Storyfields. Bye-bye. Oh, here I am. Oh, here you are too. Well, isn't that nice? Now, you will never guess where we are. This path goes all the way to Bremen, that famous town where they love music and they love musicians. It's just down that way. It would take quite a long time to walk there, but we could do it. But instead of that, why don't I tell you the story of the Town Musicians of Bremen? Would you like that? Yes. Let me tell you the story. So, once upon a time, there was a donkey, and he was an old donkey. He had worked hard all of his life, and he was tired. And he couldn't work very much anymore. He wasn't really strong enough to pull carts and heavy loads, and his master was thinking about getting rid of him. Now the donkey knew that, and decided to take his destiny into his own hands. Well, his own hoofs, of course. So the donkey had an idea. He had always wanted to be a singer. And he said to himself, I know, I will go to Bremen. It's a town famous for music and musicians, and I can sing very well. If I were to go to Bremen and sing there, I'm sure I could earn enough money to make my living. I can sing very well indeed, said the donkey. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. Yes, he could sing. So the donkey set off down the road to Bremen, where he was going to begin his new life as a musician. He hadn't gone very far when he met a dog. The dog was lying by the side of the road and looking very sad. "What ho, dog?" said the donkey. "What's wrong with you today?" The dog looked at the donkey and said, I'm very sad. My master has no use for me anymore. I'm old and tired, and I can't run very well. I'm not very good at hunting, and I think he's going to get rid of me. The donkey said to the dog, Tell me, dog, can you sing?" "Sing? Of course I can sing. Listen. Oh, woo, 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 woo. Oh, woo, 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 woo. "Oh, yes," said the donkey. "You do have a fine voice. Why don't you come with me? And together we'll go to Bremen, and we'll be town musicians there. I'm sure we'll make a lot of money, and people will love our singing." "Oh," said the dog, "I'd never thought of that. But you're right, I love to sing. I'll come with you." And so the donkey and the dog set off down the road to Bremen. They hadn't gone very far when they met a cat. The cat was sitting there, looking a bit sad. "What ho, cat?" said the donkey. "What's wrong with you?" "Now, I'm getting quite old, and I can't run so fast, and my claws are not so sharp anymore, and I can't catch the rats and the mice in the barn anymore. My master wants to get rid of me. Meow." Oh, that's sad," said the donkey. "But tell me, can you sing?" "Sing? Of course I can sing," said the cat. "Listen to this. Meow, 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 meow." "Oh, yes," said the donkey. "You can sing very well. Why don't you come with us? We're going to Bremen to be town musicians, and we can all sing together." "Oh, yes," said the dog. "Why don't you come with us? We can make a lovely choir." "Meow," said the cat. "What a good idea. I would love to come with you and sing." So the cat joined the donkey and the dog, and together they walked down the road to Bremen. They hadn't gone very far when they heard a cockerel. "Cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-doodle-doo! Cock-a-cock-a-cock-a-doodle-doo!" The donkey called out, "Hey there, cockerel! Why are you cock-a-doodle-dooing? It's the middle of the day. and you're supposed to do that at dawn. Cock-a-doodle-doo! The cockerel was on top of a fence, and he looked down at the animals, and he replied to the donkey. My master is having some guests tomorrow, and he's going to cook me for lunch. This is my last day on earth, so I'm cock-a-doodle-dooing as much as I can. Cock-a-doodle-doo! The donkey had an idea. Hey, cockerel, you've got a fine voice. I like the way you sing. Wouldn't you like to come with us? We're going to Bremen to be town musicians. We are all of us very fine singers. We could make a lovely choir together, and the people would love our singing, and we would live there very comfortably. Yes, I like this idea. I'm sure I will live longer if I go with you than if I stayed here. And the cockerel jumped onto the donkey's back, and together the four animals walked down the road on their way to Bremen, happily looking forward to their new musical life together. Now, it was quite a long way to Bremen, and by the time the evening descended, they still hadn't got there, so they needed to find somewhere to sleep. There were no houses or sheds or barns nearby, so they thought they would go into the forest and find a nice, soft piece of ground underneath a big tree. So into the forest they went, looking for the perfect place to sleep. As they wandered further into the forest, they saw a light in the distance. "Oh," said the donkey, "someone is there. Maybe we could find somewhere to spend the night." "Good idea." And so they set off together towards the light. Sure enough, after a little while, they came to a house, and the light was a candle in the window. "Oh, this might be nice," said the cockerel. I would like to be inside," said the dog. "Meow, meow, me too," said the cat. So the donkey, who was the tallest of all the animals, looked inside the window. And there he saw a table, a big table, with lots and lots of food on it, and around the table sat a group of men, eating. "Well," said the donkey, "you'll never guess what. There's so much food in there, and there are some men, but I'm sure they would share it with us or bring some out to us if we were to sing for them. I'm sure they would like our beautiful singing and wish to reward us. Shall we sing together?" Oh, the animals nodded their head, and so the donkey put his front hoofs on the window-sill. The dog climbed onto his back and walked all the way up to his shoulders where he stood. Then the cat jumped onto the donkey, onto the dog, and stood on his shoulders. And then the cockerel flew up and stood on the head of the cat. Then, as they stood one on top of each other, they began to sing. "Hey-ho, hey-ho, hey-ho," sang the donkey. "Ow, ow, 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 ow," sang the dog. "Meow, meow, meow, meow," sang the cat. "Cock-a-doodle-doo, cock-a-cock-a-doodle-doo," sang the cockerel, all at the same time. Well, the men inside the house, who were sitting peacefully eating their supper, heard this tremendous noise and were terrified. "What's that?" They said to each other, "Is it a ghost? Is it a monster? What could it be?" And the sound went on, and the men, as one, stood up from their chairs and ran out of the room and out of the house into the forest, running as fast as they could, as far away as they could. Well, the animals saw the men leave the room and run out of the house. And they were a little bit surprised, for why would anyone run away from their beautiful singing? But the food was now all alone by itself. So the cockerel flew down, the cat climbed down, the dog jumped down, and the donkey carefully put his hoofs back on the ground again, and all four creatures walked around to the side of the house and went in the door. There they found the food, sitting on the table, lots and lots of it. So they ate, and they ate, and they ate as much as they wanted to, until they were really quite full. Well, they'd had a long and tiring day walking all the way from where they lived, and they'd just eaten a very big meal. And the room was very warm, for there was a cozy fireplace there, with a fire. So the animals decided it was time to sleep. The cat blew out the candle, and the room became dark. The only light was from the coals in the fireplace. Oh, the animals were so sleepy. The cat curled up in front of the fire. The dog crept behind the door and curled himself up there. The donkey went out into the courtyard and found a nice big pile of straw, and he lay on that very comfortably. The cockerel flew up into the rafters and found a nice cozy beam to sit upon, and all four animals closed their eyes and went to sleep. Now, what they didn't know was that the men who had run out of the house, scared by their singing, they were robbers, and they had stolen this food, and in fact the house was full of other treasures they had stolen. But the food was the thing they were mainly interested in that night, for they were hungry. So the robbers gathered together in the forest, and they said to each other, "What are we going to do? We've left our dinner behind in the house. That strange and terrible thing, what is it? One of us must go back and find out what is happening, because we are really hungry." So the bravest of all the robbers said, "I will go back. I will find out what has happened to our food." So the brave robber crept up to the house and went in the door and saw the light was out. By the light of the coals in the fireplace, he could see there was still some food on the table. So he gently walked towards it and accidentally trod upon the cat. Youse! Youse! The cat leapt into the air and scratched the man in his face, spitting and snarling. Youse! The man had such a shock. He turned round and ran out of the door. The noise the cat had made had woken up the dog, who was furious at being woken up from such a comfortable sleep. He saw the man, and he leapt out and bit him on the leg. "Ow, ow, ow!" called the man, and he ran out into the courtyard. The noise had woken up the donkey, who, with his great strong back legs, gave the man such a kick he flew out of the gate and down the path. The cockerel, high up in the beams, heard all this noise and was very annoyed. And he called out, well, this terrified the man even more, and he ran away into the forest, back to the other robbers. Well, what did you see? What has happened to our food? Well, said the bravest of all the robbers, oh, something terrible has happened to our house. I crept into the living room, and a witch attacked me and scratched my face. And then I started to run away, and a huge creature stabbed me in the leg with a great knife. Oh, it was so painful. And I ran out of the house, and an ogre struck me with a club in my back and threw me out of the gate. And as I was running away, a ghost called out, "Don't come back! Don't come back!" And I certainly will not go back there, my friends. That is the last time I ever go into that house, and I strongly say to you, never go back. There are strange and terrible creatures there. Well, all the robbers knew that this man was the bravest of them all, and if he would say this, they would certainly believe him. And so the robbers went away and never came back. The four animals quite liked this house. It was big and very comfortable, and no one else was there. And in fact, it was just right for them. So, do you know what? They didn't go to Bremen after all, but they stayed in this house, and they lived together as friends for a long time. And for all I know, they may still be there now. And that is the story of the Town Musicians of Bremen. I hope you liked it. It's one of my favorites. Well, all that talking about singing has reminded me of a song. I must go home now and prepare it for you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, here I am. Here I am at home once again. Oh, but where is Digory? I told him to be here when I was home again. Digory, where are you, Digory? Come. Oh, there you are. Oh, you surprised me. Good to see you, Digory. I've just been telling a story to the children in the Storyfield. And it was the story of the Town Musicians of Bremen. You remember that story, don't you? And what is very special about that story is the way the animals keep going. They just don't turn back. They really want to make a better lives for themselves, don't they? So, I thought we could sing a song about that. But before we do, I'm going to ask the children a question. And after the song, I will see if you know the answer to this question. And the question is, if a red house is made out of red bricks, and a yellow house is made out of yellow bricks, what is a green house made out of? Tell me after the song. Very well, it's time to walk and walk and walk and not turn back. Tramp, tramp, tramp. Setting off, walk a mile, cross a bridge, climb a stile. We're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Up the hills, down the dales, twisting road never fails. We're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Turn back, turn back, turn back, turn back. We're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Turn back, turn back, turn back, turn back. We're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Tramp, 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 tramp. Cloud or sun, rain or wind, summer, winter, autumn, spring, we're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Day or night, wet or dry, you will see us passing by. We're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Turn back,
Turn back,
turn back,
turn back.
we're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Turn back,
Turn back,
turn back,
turn back.
we're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Tramp, 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 tramp. Rabbits run, foxes cry, see the birds how they fly. We're walking down the road and we won't turn back. See the cows spy the deer, gentle creatures needn't fear. We're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Turn back,
Turn back,
turn back,
turn back.
we're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Turn back,
Turn back,
turn back,
turn back.
we're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Tramp, 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 tramp. Homeward bound, nearly there. Lift the latch, take a chair. We're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Roaring fire, toasted bread, soapy bath, comfy bed. We're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Turn back,
Turn back,
turn back,
turn back.
we're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Turn back,
Turn back,
turn back,
turn back.
we're walking down the road and we won't turn back. Well done, Digory. Well done. You have a fine voice indeed. Now then, children, do you know the answer to my question? If a red house is made of red bricks and a yellow house is made of yellow bricks, what is a green house made of? Do you know? A greenhouse is made of glass, of course. Well, children, it's been lovely to see you. Come again and hear another story and another song from Wizard Grandpa's Stories. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.